Hi everyone, so today our group will present about lipids.
Lipids are naturally occurring hydrophobic compounds that can be found in plant and animal tissue. Lipid is made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, like carbohydrates, but has much higher ratio of hydrogen atoms to oxygen atoms. Lipids are insoluble in water, but also soluble in other organic solvents such as alcohol, ether, and chloroform.
One of the functions of lipid is energy storage. If a person eats excessive amount of food, lipid helps store the energy in the form of fat molecule in the body to use later. Next is cell structure. Lipids are present in every cell of human body and are the main part of the cellular membrane. It prevents the cell from being leaky by surrounding them the perfect way. The third one is hormone. They play a major role in regulating your growth and how your body works on a daily basis. The hormones, of which lipids are essential part include. Next is digestion, made by acid in the stomach, which is essential for dissolving fat from the food you eat. The next one is insulation and protection. Lipids are needed to protect and insulate your body to keep your internal body temperature regular. There is a layer of fat just beneath the skin that is made from lipid.
Fats and oils are triglycerides. Fats are solid at room temperature, while oils are liquid. Triglycerides are a type of fats found in our blood. Our body will convert any calories it doesn't need to use right away into triglycerides. The triglycerides are stored in our fat cells. Triglycerides is formed from a condensation reaction between 1 molecule of glycerol and 3 molecules of fatty acid. The bond formed are called ester bond. 3 molecules of water are removed in this reaction. Triglycerides can be hydrolyzed again into fatty acid and glycerol through the reaction of hydrolysis. Glycerols are a type of 3-carbon alcohol that contain 3 hydroxyl groups.
Saturated fats are simply fat molecules that only have single bond between carbon molecules. This is because they are already saturated with hydrogen molecules, and it does not form any chemical bonds with any chemical substances. Saturated fats usually exist in solid form at room temperature and will give some effect to our health. One of it can cause heart attack and higher the chances of getting diabetes. Example of the food that contain saturated fats are meats, cheese, and butter.
Unsaturated fats. Unsaturated fats is a fatty acids have at least one double bond between carbons. Double bond can still receive one or more additional hydrogen atoms because carbon atoms are unsaturated. It exists in liquid form at room temperature, for example, olive and fish oil.
Okay, next is waxes. Waxes consist of 1 molecule of alcohol that combine with another molecule of fatty acid, so they are waterproof. Waxes are found on the cuticle of the epidermis of leaf, fruit, seeds of some plants, and they form a waterproof layer to prevent the entry of microorganisms and to reduce the water loss. Waxes also can be found on the cuticle layer of exoskeleton of insects, which help to prevent the water loss. Okay, next is steroids. Steroids are lipid compounds that do not have fatty acid. So when it comes to steroids, you have remembered that steroids do not have fatty acids. An example of steroid is cholesterol. Cholesterol synthesized by acid and vitamin D. And cholesterol is necessary for the proper functioning of the body. It is a key component of the plasma membrane of animal cell. So for the example of steroid hormones are testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone.
Phospholipid. What are phospholipids? Phospholipid consists of a hydrophilic or water-loving head and hydrophobic or water-chilling tail. Phospholipids like to line up and arrange themselves into 2 parallel layers called a phospholipids bilayer. This layer makes up your cell membranes and is critical to a cell's ability to function. Functions of phospholipids. Phospholipids provide barriers in cellular membranes to protect the cell, and they make barriers for the organelles within those cells. Phospholipids work to provide pathways for various substances across membrane.
Okay, so we all know that there are 4 types of lipids, which are fats, waxes, phospholipid, and steroids. There are many importance of lipids in cells, such as fats function as energy storage. Fats also act as a liner to protect internal organs, act as heat insulator for animals, and regulate body temperature. Fats also play important roles to transport fat-soluble vitamins. Next, the function of glycolipid is to help in the cell identification process. And lastly, the cholesterol is the precursor of bile acids, vitamin D, and steroids.